Wanted to thank each of you for coming out on this rainy Tuesday night to hear our Republican hopefuls for governor talk about the issues and which hopefully will lead all of us to making informed decisions come May 14th. I'd like to again thank the candidates who are here. Go from left, we have Clark Barnes, Mitch Carmichael, Ralph Clark, Larry Faircloth, Betty Ireland, Bill Maloney, and Mark Sorsay for taking time to come up, address the voters here in the Northern Panhandle, and again, to let us all get a little better understanding of who they are and what their stances are on the issues that face our state as we move forward. And just quick introductions. I'm John McCabe. I'm the managing editor here at the paper. I'll be up front timing tonight. Mike Meyer, our executive editor, will be our moderator. Again, this event is sponsored by the Intelligencer, the Wheeling News Register, and West Virginia Northern Community College. And we do want to thank West Virginia Northern for allowing us to use this facility again for this event. Would ask that each of you turn your cell phones off so we don't have cell phones ringing during the event, distracting the candidates. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mike Meyer to talk about the ground rules.
Thanks, John. I'm Mike Meyer. I'd like to welcome you. On the way over, I wondered if anyone would come because I got wet before I could get to an umbrella, so thank you for coming. First, yes, please do turn off your cell phones. Second, we have a few people here with video cameras. We have our photographer, Scott McCloskey. There's a gentleman from John Marshall High School, which has an excellent broadcast program. Others, if you are not with the news media, I'd appreciate it if you would not videotape. It's a distraction. Quite frankly, I've been told that there are some people who videotape in attempts to get sound bites that embarrass candidates. I don't like that. So please don't do that. Thank you. All right, here's how it's going to work. Each candidate will deliver a 90-second opening statement. We've drawn lots to determine which order they will go in on their opening statements. Then we will get into the questions. I will ask the questions of the candidates in rotating order, starting alphabetically. They will have 60 seconds to answer. When 10 seconds are left in their time, Mr. McCabe will raise his hand. When they've reached the 60 seconds, he will call time. There will be no closing statements. Afterward, you're welcome to stay around and mingle and talk with the candidates if you like. And again, I'd like to offer my thanks to the candidates for coming. We do have refreshments outside afterward. So with that said, we will begin. All right, on the opening statements, Mr. Faircloth has drawn the winning number, so you will begin, sir.
Thank you, Mike. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you folks for coming out and giving us an opportunity to meet you all and you all meet us. My name is Larry Faircloth. I am from Martinsburg, West Virginia, the other panhandle. We two panhandles have a lot in common. We can't readily get from here to Charleston, and once we leave Charleston, they forget where we are. I was first elected to the legislature in 1980 and served 12 terms. Left the legislature in 2004. I am a pro-life candidate, always was when I served in the legislature. I have an A rating from the NRA. This campaign is about the economy, about jobs, about changing the future of West Virginia. We got to make some changes in this state. We cannot continue to avoid the indebtedness that we have, not making preparations to deal with it, and continuing to spend recklessly and think that we can tax our way out of it. As though we see this coming from Washington. We don't want to follow in their footsteps. And if elected governor, I will not. There will be changes. It will be a different day in the state capitol. Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Barnes.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. I'm State Senator Clark Barnes. I represent the Potomac Highlands across the 15th Senatorial District that reaches from Interstate 79 to Interstate 81. But I graduated from high school just south of here in Payton City. So I'm very familiar with the challenges that we have here in the Ojai Valley. I understand what happens to our communities when jobs move out and when plants close and when coal mines shut down. Well, you know, this is an energy state. West Virginia has always been an energy state. It is an energy state, and it will be an energy state. We have great responsibility. You know, a lot of people ask us, well, what are you going to do to diversify the economy and get us away from coal and those carbon-burning fuels? Well, I want to tell you, our future is dependent on those carbon-burning fuels. We have a great opportunity here. You know, not only with the Marcellus Shale, which sure, we need a little reasonable regulation with that, but we have an opportunity with the development of a cracker in West Virginia that we could actually have a resurgence of our plastics industry, our chemical industry here, and move on. We need to take advantage of what we have here in West Virginia. And there's great opportunity, and we'll move ahead with it. Thank you.
Next, Mr. Carmichael.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks everyone for being here this evening. It's my pleasure to be with you. My name is Mitch Carmichael, and I've had the pleasure to represent Jackson County in the state legislature for the past 10 years. And as I look at West Virginia, one of the things that I wanted to really be involved in this gubernatorial race and to lead the state of West Virginia is the fact that I know we can be so great here in West Virginia. Our economy can be so much more prosperous than it is. And I think you have to look at it and see where we're at now and where we can go, where we can move to. We are last in per capita income. We have the highest percentage of people on welfare. We have among the lowest literacy rates in the nation. And the U.S. Chamber of Commerce ranks us as one of the poorest places in America to do business. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do so much better than that. And I have a plan to move this state forward. And it involves reducing the corporate net income taxes such that our state is competitive with our surrounding neighbors. It's nowhere more important than it is in Wheeling, West Virginia, in the northern panhandle. And then likewise, we need to put our food taxes and our other taxes in our state on a level playing ground with our surrounding neighbors, and then let West Virginians do what they do best, compete for business and jobs. And when we're on a level playing field, we can win. Ladies and gentlemen, the government is too involved in our lives. And for those reasons, I want to step back and lead West Virginia to a new era of growth and prosperity. Thank you.
Next we have Ms. Ireland.
I'm Betty Ireland. I'm from Charleston. I'm an 8th generation West Virginian. My roots in West Virginia are deep and they are conservative. It is my conservative values, both fiscally and socially, that guide me every single day of my life. I've been a small business person. I've owned a small business. I've met a payroll. I started out as a teacher, but when I moved back to West Virginia, I could not get a job teaching, so I had to go into the business world where I became a certified pension consultant. Governor Underwood at one time appointed me to run the state retirement system, so I know all about the state teacher's debt. I know all about the health insurance debt for retirees. I'm intimately familiar with those. I've been in business most all my life, so I know business management, I know financial management. I'm a nuts and bolts kind of gal. I am a stickler for making sure that we're doing the best we can with the monies that we have and to cut wasteful spending. My current job is with MATRIC, the Mid-Atlantic Technical Research Center in the Dow Tech Park, where I've learned all about energy and the environment. I believe it is this package, business management, financial management, technology and energy, coupled with the fact that I was your Secretary of State. I've been a constitutional officer for 4 years. I know my way around the Capitol. I was up there as the only member of my party for 4 years, and so I know how things happen up there. I very much would like to have your support. We have an 11-point plan that gives very specific ideas about what we're going to do to move West Virginia forward.
Mr. Maloney. Bill Maloney from Morgantown. I'm not a career politician. I've created a lot of jobs. I'm a conservative. I started a company in Morgantown called North American Drillers in 1984 and was able to grow this company from a 2-man startup
to a company that had 150 employees. We started out with nothing. We had a dirt floor. I drove a Ford Escort. I went for months without making payroll. So I know what it is to start a business in West Virginia and see it grow. But you have to work hard and do the right thing. I was able to help a lot of other folks through the years start businesses. 16 different companies. They now employ over 1,600 people. So I know what it is to create jobs in West Virginia. One of those makes me so proud, and I won't bore you with the details in like 90 seconds, but Brandon Fisher of Center Rock started a company in Westover, and his technology is what saved the Chilean miners. And I was down there with him in Chile. That changed my life. That's why I'm here today, because I believe if you see something that's not right, you got to do something about it. And our state is not right. We need some leadership, and I feel that I have what it takes to offer to get our state on the right track. We need fiscal responsibility. We don't need any more bureaucracies. We need less tax, less regulation, less bureaucracy, like Ronald Reagan used to say. We got to get back to that here in West Virginia. And we can do great things. We have huge opportunities in our natural resources, particularly the Marcellus Shale right here. And we can do great things. We've got a great workforce. I had some of the most loyal employees. But we need to step up and do the right thing and have some leadership with backbone in Charleston. That's why I'm here. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sorsea.
Thank you. My name is Mark Sorsea. I'm the prosecuting attorney of Putnam County. I've been involved in public service most of my professional life, almost 21 years. I'm in my 4th term as prosecuting attorney, so I'm in my 15th year as the elected prosecuting attorney. I never really thought about running for statewide office until about 2009, and quite frankly, I think it was the prosecutor in me that kind of motivated me to go in that direction. I just got frustrated with the quality of the political leadership we have in Charleston and the Democratic Party. I thought we could do better. I think I traveled the state of West Virginia for the last 16 months, and I know what West Virginians are looking for in their next governor. West Virginians want a leader. They want a new style of honest, sincere leadership in Charleston instead of the games that have been played over the last 79 years. You know, as a prosecutor, I've spent my professional career holding people accountable for their behavior. And as a governor, it would be my goal to hold the state of West Virginia, the state government, accountable to West Virginians again. If I become your Republican nominee for governor, I'll use my skills as a prosecutor to hold the Democratic Party responsible for their 79 years of failing West Virginia. I'm committed to reducing the size of our state government, eliminating government regulations that are choking our business community, and I would also have West Virginia join the 26 other states that challenge Obamacare. Thank you.
Thank you. Last but certainly not least, Mr. Clark.
Thank you all. I appreciate being here. I'm Bill Clark. I'm the chair of the Philosophy Department and coordinator of the Humanities program at West Virginia University. You can tell from my accent probably that I wasn't born in West Virginia, but I am a West Virginian. I've lived here for nearly 40 years. And as governor of West Virginia, I will focus on 2 ideas: the economic success of businesses and very high ethical standards. Ethical success. The sad fact is that West Virginia is simply not competitive with other states. Not a good place to do business, and we're in danger of falling even further behind because states all across the country are getting their economic affairs in order in response to the Great Recession. They're all trying to be more competitive and attract businesses. To have any chance at all, we must become the state that does everything right, which is why, as governor, I will focus on the 2 ideas, ethics and success. We must do everything we can to become more business-friendly, lower taxes, lower compliance costs, streamlining all the processes involved in running a business and starting a business. We must also do everything we can to protect everyone's rights, not just the rights of people to do business. We must protect people's rights to clean water and clean air, for example. We must reform West Virginia's court system. We must be sure that government does not do any special favors for any group at the expense of any other group. I have a new slogan for West Virginia that sums all of this up: low taxes, least red tape, highest ethics. Thank you.
Thank you.